Shall we begin? Let's begin.
Let's get this thing in the water. Hello, and welcome to On the Patio with Mr. D. Hey, we've got a whole slew of product reviews and kayaking tips and tricks and photography uses on a kayak, and especially on an inflatable kayak. We're going to be reviewing all these different products and these different kayaks and where to go and what to do and how to play with them and all that kind of stuff like that. So, hey, we're going to get started here shortly, but before you do, please, if you like our videos, subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. So, hey, we'll be back in just a bit.
Let's begin.
Hello, and thank you for joining us out here on the patio. I'm your host, Mr. D. Hey, and today we're going to talk about selfie sticks. Man, there's selfie sticks everywhere. And if you're like I was when I got my first one, this is kind of what I've opted out for, is the old metal telescopic with this somewhat of a cell phone clamp system. And, you know, I got to admit, it worked okay. It has Bluetooth built into it, and a lot of people use these, but it has its shortcomings. So then I switched to something like this, and because it was smaller, more compact, fatter grip, but it didn't go out as far, so that was another problem. So hey, next I went to a Smart Tree. Now the Smart Tree has a 1/4-20 mount. I had a couple of these little small tripods that I use. Now the only thing I don't like about these systems is their locking system. You have to twist it and pull it out, and then with this Smart Tree here, it just didn't go out far enough. It just, I mean, it's okay, but I needed it to get out further when I'm in my kayak and I want to get a shot of myself in the kayak and a lot of the kayak in the shot without finding a beach somewhere and setting the thing on the tripod like that and then paddling out to get the shot. Now, as you can see, they're difficult to lock into place and to get down. And then plus this one came with this spring-loaded system, so I took this cell phone mounting system and transported it over to the Smart Tree. I still wasn't there. So then I wanted something a little different, something that would give me portability, but have the Bluetooth still mounted on the unit, but able to remove the Bluetooth when I needed to if I'm setting the thing on a bank of a river or something like that, getting some shots. So I found this one, and one thing I loved about it was its cell phone mount. And this one's from Fugetek, and what I like about it is this clamping system here. You just screw it down to fit your phone where it just will not come out. And one of the great things about this particular mount is its ability, let me get it over here, to fold like that. So when you're transporting your unit, you can fold everything down very compact and like this. Now it also has a built-in tripod system. The only drawback with this Fugetek is that this center here has a tendency, when you're setting it on the ground with some weight under it, that this will drift and then flush like that. But it wasn't enough to bother me. It has just a straight pull-out system, so if you put anything with a lot of weight on it, it can bring it down. As you can see, I'm not putting a lot of pressure on it. But for a selfie stick, I mean, you can reach it out there, and as you can see here, it'll reach out real well. You can hold it from the back of the tripod and having your remote right here. So you can sit there and get the shots you want, and you're all good to go. But I still wasn't satisfied. Then I ran into, from Fugetek, and this is the Fugetek 48-inch expandable with screw down system. Now it isn't pivoted like the Utang, but that's okay. It has a fatter grip, as you can see here, has the ability, doesn't come with a 1/4-20 tripod, but you can take your 1/4-20 portable tripod or any 1/4-20 mountable tripod and screw it into the bottom like this. But the great thing is the grip. It's a fatter grip. It has ribbed materials here, so it won't slip in your hand. And it has small clamp lock systems here, which I really enjoy. And this thing reaches out 48 inches. Now they claim that this particular unit will hold a DSLR. Well, at the circumference of the fully extended unit, I don't think so. And I'm not even going to try it. But I think if you took it and dropped it here, it would work. It would put you at about 36 inches roughly, something like that. But one thing great about this also has the removable remote control here. I would recommend that you put a small little wrist strap or tether on it, especially if you're kayaking like me. Now here's the great thing. I can set this in the bottom of my kayak in between my legs and go down the river, lake, or stream, or whatever I'm doing. And again, I love the clamp lock system. It makes it more secure. I know it's not going to creep down on me. So this is a really good unit. The only drawback is it came with a similar metal-based spring clip system with this clip-on mirror thing. And the way you opened it was with a piece of rubber, and you pull it like this and then clamp it around your phone. Now, if you notice, I'm talking about it because it lasted about 30 seconds before it ended up in the trash can. I got it strictly because of this screw-down mounting system. Now, the screw-down mounting system is really important to me. And you know that all my stuff, a lot, is out on the kayak. So what I needed to have is something, I mean, these $700-800, and if you get the X, it's what, $1,200-1,300? Ridiculous money for a phone. I can't believe we're paying for it, but we are. But anyway, this system here just locks into place like that, and you screw it down. Now, that ain't coming out. I mean, no way that that's coming out. And that was one of the big selling points for me when I saw the unit, and I got it up on Amazon. And I saw it, and I said, wow, you know, these clamp systems, they don't give me the confidence I need to do what I need to do. So anyway, this is the FT-568, and I think it's from Fugetek, Fugetek. I'll put a description down there in the description block. What we're going to do is go out and do a field test on this thing, and we're going to try to get some bank shots, or maybe from the dock where I set it up on the tripod like this, take the remote out and get an estimated idea of what its range is. Now it pops right out like this. You do your pairing normally like you do every other Bluetooth item. So you go ahead, and as soon as you turn it on, it'll blink blue real fast. Turn on your Bluetooth on your cell phone if it isn't already on, and then look for the Fugetek notification in your Bluetooth. Hit that, you're all set, it's ready to go. All right, when you first turn it on, after you've paired it for the first time, every time you turn it on, it'll flash blue, and it's basically ready to go. Now, when you hit it, there you go. I mean, it's very responsive, does what it's supposed to do. Change your mode to video, and you heard the chink from your phone. That's telling you that you're videotaping. That shuts it off. Now, the range is about 50 feet, maybe 60 feet is what I've heard. I'm going to go test that out there and verify that the range is what it says it is. So we're going to go out and field test this right now, and we'll be back in a little bit and wrap this thing up and tell you what we think. Hey guys, we're back, and we did the field test out there, and we verified that the range is about 50 to 60 feet. For the video, for some reason, it's about 50 feet. I don't know why there's a difference, but for photos or stills, it's like 60 feet. Extended really well out there. You can see in the field test clip how well it did. I got no complaints with it. I love the idea of having these quick lock systems. It gives me the peace of mind when I've got this cell phone mounted, and you know, again, the cost of these stupid cell phones, but when you've got it set up like this and lock it into place, you get a little nervous when it's out this far. And I mean, that's a long way out there. So I love the idea of having this. There was no creep with the shaft where it kind of slides down like the other ones I've had where it slides down like that, and that gets a little frustrating out there. This only sells for like $20, guys. But the biggest features are the ability to put on a small three-legged tripod, because it has a 1/4-20 mount, so you can, also add it to a tripod. I don't know why you would, but you can. It has a great rubber grip with a unique size. It's bigger than the rest of them out there. And then with the little tripod thing on there, because I got big hands, I'm able to grip this right there and still be within range for the Bluetooth actuation. One of the first things I realized when I was out there was the comfortableness of this grip. Now, this grip has these little rubber cuts in here, and it really maintains your grip. And again, when you're in a kayak, your hands are wet, things are wet out there. I mean, it's wet all over the place. And you definitely don't want to drop one of these in the water. The replacement cost is really astronomical. Now, it does what I wanted it to do. The screw down mount, cell phone mount, is the key for this particular item. It really holds this thing strong. Again, this is the Fugetek, Fugetek, maybe. Fugetek, maybe, I'm not sure. But it's the FT-568, $20, guys. So it extends out to 48 inches. It has these clip locking system here, which I really, really like. It's got a adjustable mounting system here where you can move this where you want to. It has a thumb screw mount system right here, and it's kind of hidden. But when you want to take your cell phone bracket off, you just unscrew it like this, and then add your action camera, DSLR they say, your action camera. I actually did this with a gimbal, put the gimbal on it with an action camera, and it really worked well, especially when you're working with a selfie stick and you're walking. It has a tendency to bounce if you're doing video. So I put my electronic wearable gimbal on here with the GoPro Hero 5 Black, and it really did well. So hey, I mean, $20, guys. Can't beat it. We'll see you on the next one. We'll see you on the next one.